And ask Kevin Smith here to say we're getting motherfuckers paid and laid on Awesome Sauce Radio, man. Blind Adam, the comic pimp, is hashtag Awesome Sauce. And he wants to know, what if Brody, Trish, the Dish, and Renee had a threesome in Mallrats? Something I never once thought about, but could have like worked in the plot because Trish was writing the sex book, taking out of consideration her age and stuff. But that was part of the plot. Hadn't thought about that. It took Blind Adam to make me see that I'm not as good a screenwriter as I thought I was. I missed that one, that low-hanging fruit. Damn it. Well, there is a sequel, Twilight of the Mallrats, so don't be surprised if I steal that idea.
StreamYard-Studio.
Awesome sauce. Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday night. I hope you're having an abundant, blessed Tuesday evening. I am your mentally undeveloped party host, Blind Adam Wonders, the comic pimp. This is Awesome Sauce Radio. And before we get started, I want to give like 3 shout outs, and then we're going to bring in our guest. So the first shout out is I like to thank JV Wheels for being the man in the chair and producing the show tonight.
Yo.
I am JV Wheels. Especially go to Twitch Wheels Podcast and follow him. We want him to have the magical number $69 there. Also want to give a shout out to Mark Lamb, one of the moderators of the world of Kevin Smith. Just want to give you a shout out. Thank you for giving me the 2 links to try to get tickets to the event that is sold out. But thank you very much. My fault for waiting too long, but thank you. Thank you for what you do. Also want to give a shout out to Calamity_Collectibles, who will not be here tonight, but will be back later in the week, maybe, if not next week. Not sure yet. But I follow him at eBay /Calamity_Collectibles, Instagram Calamity_Collectibles. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I am a Kevin Smith mark. I worship at the Church of Jay and Silent Bob. 2 of my favorite things to be a part of on Facebook is the world of Kevin Smith. And everyone, Kevin Smith, I think, is the other group. I'm friends with a bunch of the mods, and a lot of the other mods have podcasts and ever. So one of the mods on the groups is DJ Gove. Yeah, I got the last name right for once. So without further ado, let's bring in DJ if he's here.
He's not yet, but I will bring him in when he is.
All right, hang on. Do me a favor, run the Jay and Silent Bob Secret Stash commercial. I let them know that we're actually ready to go. Open Messenger.
Will do.
Yep. Professional podcasting at its best, folks.
You want comics? We got that.
Yes.
A woman and
Click on enter the.
Looking for action figures, DVDs, collectibles, or activewear? We got that. You want Jay and Silent Bob, Clerks, Mallrats, Clerks 2, Dogma, and Jersey Girl? We got that. We got that. We got that. It's no secret that at the Secret Stash, we've got the largest selection of comics and comic-related products in all of Central Jersey. At Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, you ain't got to worry about unfair prices sneaking up on you.
How much is this?
That comic is. That fine comic is $79. Oh no, it's Price Mite. Here at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, that comic's only $3.99. We don't only have the best selection of comics for sale at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. At Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, you can sell your comics for cash. Cash.
I make cash at the stash.
We made cash at the stash.
I got cash at the stash. So come on down to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, located right off the Garden State Parkway at 35 Broad Street in historic downtown Red Bank, New Jersey, where it's no secret that you'll walk in a zero and walk out a superhero.
That is genius, man.
StreamYard-Studio button to activate. Press enter. Use virtual PC cursor off.
Okay, we are back. And just to let everyone know, that is an older commercial, so the address is 65 Broad Street now.
Double tap to open profile view. I just click on enter the room. Double tap to view message type and whether it has been seen. Double tap and hold for more options. Actions. DJ. Double tap to open profile. Vertical scroll. Open camera. Open media. Record voice message. Type a message. Text view. Insertion point at end.
Just, it should be at the bottom of the page. It says enter studio. Just click on that.
Insert adjust. It should be at the bottom of the page. It says enter studio. Just click on that. Open suggest. Send a message. Button.
All right, so we're trying to bring the guest in. Sorry about that. Like I said, this is professional podcasting at its best. It's on a jackass. A complete total 100 grade A jackass. Yeah. That commercial's awesome. I never seen that one before, so it's kind of cool.
Vertical scroll. Send. View. Just it should be at the bottom of the page. Send. Edit. Vertical scroll bar. 10 pages. 100%. Adjustable.
Sorry about that. While we're waiting, JV, you watch anything cool streaming this week?
Streaming wise, I still gotta finish Fallout because I'm old and I fall asleep during the middle of the day. But no, I just
Wait, if you're old, wait till you get to my age, man.
no, but yeah, I gotta finish Fallout. Actually, a friend of mine, I don't know how. I guess I could talk about it. A friend of mine, he builds a lot of TV sets now. So
Nice.
he said that he worked on Fallout. So we got
10 pages. 100%.
Did you give him a link?
Yeah, I did. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
His name is, if you can go on Facebook, his name is DJ Gove. You can go there and send him a link.
Got it.
I would appreciate that.
Not a problem. Is he gonna see my message if I'm not friends with him, or?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
All right, hold on. D. J. Gove. Oh God. This guy, right?
Yep.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yep.
He's got like.
Yep.
Okay, I got him.
Yep.
Sending you a link now.
And he wants to know what to click on. Just tell him to hit enter the studio.
Got you. Yeah, I got him. Let me work it out.
Yep. Because we're professionals. Total professionals. Yeah.
Hey, man, professional streaming, guys. What can you do?
ASR. We always have a technical issue. Go for Cocoa Pops.
Nice. Hey, really good news, Jason. Shout out to you, man. That's big time right there.
Yep.
Jason's in the chat. Says he's selling his trailer to get a house.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Congrats, man.
That's great news.
Oh, I think he figured it out.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm gonna leave so Adam could bring in his guest.
All right. Now, finally, and I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties, everyone. One of the greatest mods on all the Kevin Smith groups on Facebook, DJ Gove.
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
Good. Sorry about that.
That's okay. No, I had like the YouTube link, but not like the streamy link. So that's all.
Yeah, all right. That's why I just that's why I had my producer just resend it to you.
Yeah, no, all good.
Yeah, So, how did you discover the joy of Kevin Smith?
Oh man, so back in the day when I was a little younger, I wanted to see Mallrats, and I couldn't get in because I was only like 12 or whatever. So we bought tickets for, I think it was The Big Green, which was a soccer movie, a Disney movie, and snuck into Mallrats, me and my buddy. And after that, went to the video store, got someone's older brother to rent us Clerks, and it was over from there.
Okay, see, my first discovery with Kevin's movies was Chasing Amy in the theaters. And then one of my friends was like, well, he really, and I love Chasing Amy. It spoke to me.
Yeah.
In a way a movie never did before. And then he's like, well, if you like this, you got to check out Mallrats. It's basically the same cast. I saw Mallrats and I was like, and then I went to the video. So I went to Blockbuster and didn't rent. I bought Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy.
Oh wow, yeah, it was on.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, no, I love Amy too. I think Amy's his best movie. Yeah, I saw that one later on. I'm a big pop culture guy, and even as a little kid, I was huge on it. So the fact that you had, guys talking about Star Wars and Stan Lee and the Fantastic Four and everything, and playing Sega it was right in my wheelhouse. So I was an easy target.
Oh, same here. And, during the thing that really got me hooked is, anyone who's ever met Kevin, approachable guy, easy to talk to. He did a comic book convention in New York City at a church back in 1998. And he was just hanging out with everyone, smoking cigarettes at one point. And he actually bummed the life from him at that point. And we were just talking. I was like, you think a blind person can make a movie? You just go make a motherfucking movie. Find a way to do it.
Yeah, no, he's anyone who pays attention knows the stories about how he treats us, like his big fan base. I mean, it's getting to know him like more and more as the years go on. It's even better than I could have dreamed about when I was a little kid. It was always like, wow, one day I hope I can meet Kevin Smith. Now it's like, hey, whenever I want, I can just text Kevin Smith. It's pretty interesting. It's he really does treat us like a family, like a real good friend base, and no one else does what he does with his fans. It's amazing.
I 2 years ago I was at MegaCon, and bought this photo op because I was trying to impress this girl I was with. And then he's like, come by the table, because he wanted to get a son come to the table, and magically like an autograph ticket landed in my hand from one of his assistants that I didn't know that's how it just magically landed in my hand that day.
Yeah.
And he gave me a big hug and saw me, and I was just, he's been like that every time I've seen him.
Yeah.
Are you going to any of the big events this year?
So I went on the cruise back in February, the inaugural cruise askew. So I did that one.
That?
It was cool, man. It was, I'd never been on a boat, so I was scared, but it was kind of almost like basically what we do, like when we meet up in Jersey or whatever, but it was on a boat. Like it was all the same cats as always, it was like the same group of people, which was always, good people.
Yeah.
It was really cool. We got some really cool events, some awesome concerts, some shows. We got the Moose Jaw script, which was hilarious. So it was a lot of fun. A lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. So I'm looking forward to the next one. I think we're doing one in 2026.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I have a fear of I have severe octophobia.
Yep.
So there's no way you're getting me on. I won't do the Cherico cruise and I won't do this one either.
Yeah, I want to do the Jericho cruise. I don't know if I want to deal with like a bunch of like. I mean, I'm all cool with like getting loaded up and drinking with buddies and stuff. I don't know if I want to drink with a bunch of that many wrestling people at once. People just start throwing chairs and stuff. But if you can't go on the boat, remind me next time it comes around. I'll bring you back a T-shirt.
All right, will do, man. Thanks, because
No problem.
Plus, this year it was right. It was like a week or two right after another event that I go to in Vegas every year that I'll just keep nameless at the moment. You follow me on the boards.
Yeah.
I get all those Katie Morgan pictures from somewhere. So.
In-N-Out Burger, right? I go to Vegas for In-N-Out Burger too. So
I love In-N-Out. In-N-Out Burger is the bomb.
It is. It's so good. Yeah, no, but I did the cruise, and then I have a Vulgarthon ticket, but I have real good friends getting married that weekend, so I'm probably gonna have to bail on that one. And then I'm sure there'll be another couple of weekends I go down there. In theory, we should get a premiere for the new movie this summer. And I was lucky enough to be a part of that, so I'll probably go down for that.
What's the name of it?
4:30 movie, I think is the working title on it.
Did everyone on the boards get to be an extra in that but me?
No, that one was pretty strict because it was during the strike, so there was all kinds of SAG rules.
Mm-hmm.
So that was not an everyone got to show. It wasn't like Reboot where it was like, hey, let's go have a party in New Orleans. It was different. It would have more tightened down.
Yeah,
but
Chris McDonald, mentioned something to me about it, and then
he wasn't down there.
He didn't show up. All right.
Nah. It was not an open thing because of the strike rule. So don't you didn't miss nothing. Don't feel bad.
All right.
But I'll go down for that premiere, and then I'll probably hit some other random weekend. Unfortunately, just like Jay's birthday weekend, I'm not around. Free Comic Book Day, I'm actually doing my podcast is doing a live event at a comic book store up here, so I can't go. So I'll find. Oh yeah, so I have one. It's called the Fan Men Podcast. We're on YouTube and SoundCloud and everything, and it's just myself and two of my buddies who are both real big Kevin Smith guys. That's how we met. We met at Vulgarthon way back when. And we just kind of we just kind of hang out and chit chat about goofy stuff like TVs and movies and comic books and toys and Kevin and hamburgers and candy bars and stuff like that. So,
all right. So it's like I said, sounds like Awesome Sauce Radio almost.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like Awesome Sauce Radio minus the porn and the strippers.
There we go. Yeah, no, we kind of treat it like instead of like going out and playing darts once every 2 weeks, we just do a podcast instead. So it's a forced socialization.
Nice. So is that all the usual platforms?
Yeah. We're like, YouTube. I do some stuff, but yeah, it's SoundCloud and Apple and iHeart and all that normal stuff.
All right, and eventually I'll get Awesome Sauce Radio on those other platforms.
Yeah, no, it's a fun hobby. I mean, a lot of people do it now, which is awesome. I mean, everyone should have a way to do their thing, but it's podcasting is actually it's a surprisingly good stress reliever and like outlet for things, and I enjoy it. So
yeah, this is great. So this is something I was trying to figure out. If you could pick a holy grail of Kevin Smith collectibles, what would it be?
Oh, it would be. Oh wow, it would be the Silent Bob coat from Clerks 2, like a hero coat. Clerks 2 or Dogma, any of them, but just Clerks 2 because the size I could wear it.
Okay, yeah. I had one of the OG Silent Bob coats that they used to sell, but I sold it back a while back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have one of those too. I do have a couple screen used things. Like I have I'm sorry, I apologize. You can't see it, but I have a screen used. I have like the Cockknocker armor from Reboot. So I got the thing back there, and then the mask is back on my shelf. And then obviously I have my costumes from the movie, so that's all technically prop stuff. And I have like Shannon Elizabeth's jacket from Reboot and just some stuff like that. But it would definitely be a Silent Bob coat. That would be the number one.
Mine would be I have the 100th version of it, I have the OG version of it. It would probably be Becky's hat from
Oh yeah, I I got a Banky hat too. I'm just holding it up. That would be a big one too. Brody's brown jacket would be a pretty big one too. That'd be a cool one.
Actually, mine would be the pink jacket that Sharon Doherty wore in Mallrats.
Oh, yep. Yeah, no, it's a nice one too. Yeah, I one thing that I've been trying to get is at the stash, they actually have the Silent Bob like Batman helmet that he wears in Mallrats when he crashes through Joey's changing room door. But Zapsik won't sell it to me, so I've asked.
Don't worry, well, at least that's he told me to ask Kevin, and then he'll think about it.
Yeah, which is Mike's best way of saying no, F off.
I asked him for that, and I said, "Can I bring an adult film star and just give you guys all a fuck show? Over by the Bluntmobile." Ask Kevin, ask Jennifer, and if Jennifer says yes, I'll think about it. But it's Michael Zapsik, so this is the same guy who told me that who ruined popcorn for me recently.
Yeah. Now Zapsik's an awesome guy, man. He's awesome. He really is.
Shout out to Mike and Julie and the entire
staff. Mike and Julie, man. They're the best. So
like I said, I'll stop making fun of Mark Lamb too, because it was my fault that I waited too long to get tickets for the signing over at the stash on the 29th and 30th.
Lamb's good people too. I like Mark.
Yeah, like I said, he actually approved the YouTube link going on the group. So
very nice. Very nice.
I even put. I was like, if this isn't allowed, just delete it. So what's it like moderating those groups?
So it's a lot of work. I mean, I've been doing that even before Mark, even though he does more than I do now, just because he has more. He always seems to have the phone in his hand, but it's a lot of work. I mean, when I first started doing mod stuff in that Kevin Smith club, or not that Kevin Smith, the Kevin Smith group, you got to be careful with the that and the thes because he calls stuff that. We were at I think it was about 7,000 or 8,000 people, which was a lot. Now we're up to almost 80,000, and it'll probably grow over 100 once the new movie drops. So it's a lot of work. At any point in time, there's 100 people waiting to join. We got to screen through, and there's 50 or 60 posts that need approval or comments that have been reported and all kinds of stuff. So it really is a lot of work. I do less than some of the other guys. It's, a lot of it is Mark and them.
Like I said,
down.
That's why first I just want to say thank you, because whenever I want to put something up there, I usually either go to you, Mark, or Beth.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I definitely have not that we do run favorites, but there's a lot of, the people I know, I just approve your stuff automatically because I know there's not going to be any, BS or nothing going on. So don't worry about it. You got a fast pass. You're good.
I always try to be respectful though, because it's just,
yeah.
My thing is, hey, follow the rules, be respectful. I think the only time I put up anything questionable is my pictures of Katie every now and then, but that's just me thing.
It's not even that. It's just, with this group, obviously, you get a ton of stupid 37 posts that we have 100 copies of in the group.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you guys hate those 37 posts?
You don't want to. Actually, technically, we had to make them against the rules because it got too out of hand. A lot of stuff
as annoying as you guys as mods. Is as a group member having to read them all?
Dude, it's worse. It's worse. 90% of them don't even make it in. It's insane.
It's my 37th birthday. So?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably spend an hour every day just going through and declining 37 posts. And where do I find Dogma for free posts?
I know Kevin doesn't like this answer. It's look on YouTube. Yeah,
we don't like to talk about that because we're not official, but we have the boss's blessing, so we're semi-official. But I mean, if you aren't lucky enough to find a copy of Dogma because it's out of print and it's never coming back.
Never, ever
coming back into print. So you just gotta pay the money. I mean, you can get a DVD now for a little bit cheaper, but the Blu-rays are almost untouchable.
The DVD. If I had to pick a Blu-ray Holy Grail, it's actually that. It's between that and Red State right now.
Yeah, Red State, however, is getting re-released. The re-release is coming. It's getting a new printing. So that's coming. So yeah, Dogma Blu-ray. Like
I should just discount all the 2 copies I have left at $20 a piece instead of
no, because I think it's gonna. I mean, I could easily see it being like a bare bones one. They really don't do a lot of special feature stuff anymore, unless it's like a Criterion collection. But I don't know. I mean, you never know. It could just be like a straight movie. It's not gonna be like a 4K transfer, nothing. I don't think. But just Kevin said at one of the events it's coming back out. So because Lionsgate's doing it as part of his circulation deal or something, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you as a fan of Kevin, have you seen Kilroy?
I have. We watched it at Kevin's house one night.
Do you think it will ever get a physical media?
100% no. So here's the thing that I don't think people understand, and I'm probably not going to explain this exactly because I don't know, obviously, all the legal mumbo jumbo on it. But Kilroy wasn't actually Kevin's movie. He just kind of helped. He was kind of like a mascot for it. And the college film kids who did it, I mean, they had help. Kevin helped, and Harley's in it, and Jay showed up, and all that kind of stuff. But these kids decided they wanted to go the NFT route for distribution. So it's already been distribution through NFT. You can't all of a sudden print that and then throw it back out there for payment, because anyone who owns a chunk of that NFT, I think, can legally go in and sue you into the ground. So unless someone goes out and buys all the NFTs and they want to do it, yeah, if someone wants to get crazy. But yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna see it on a physical version. I don't know what the legalities are of streaming, but I think as far as physically putting it out there for someone to physically own, I think that's I don't believe it can legally happen.
I may just see it. The NFT is still available, and
yeah, there's people that have them, and you can always ask to do like a watch party or something. But yeah, but I mean,
there's just someone in the group who I'll keep nameless who's offered to do a Discord showing with me, because it's I've seen the trailer like 150-500 times.
Yeah, it was good. I'm not a big horror movie guy. I'm a little girl. I get scared very easily. I get jumpy. But it reminded me a lot of, like, there was a movie back when I was a kid in the 90s called Tales from the Hood.
Nice.
It's kind of like that, or like, kind of like the Twilight Zone movie with Dan Aykroyd, like kind of like that anthological kind of like horror stuff. But it was pretty good. Harley's great in it. Ralph kills it in that movie. That's the first time I've seen Ralph be like an actor, not just like doing Family Guy voices or
using his voice.
Yeah, besides just like getting, I always see him like in the Seth MacFarlane stuff, doing his little bits, but he was really good in it, and that carried into Wrong Reasons, the Josh Roush movie, where he's excellent in also. So Ralph can act, man. He's got chops.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph is an awesome guy. He's
great guy.
It's nice to see him do stuff with as an actual actor, not just a voiceover.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Even though that's where I think his comfort level is.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, he's still. I last time I talked to him, I told him, I was like, I think like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, and I still like recite it in my house almost like weekly, is "Take your hat off, boy." That's $1 bill from A Million Ways to Die in the West. One of the I don't know why, I find it hilarious. Just all his little like one-liners, his zingers, like even like in Ted, when people forget he was like the dad in Ted. It's hilarious.
Nice. You see the Deadpool trailer?
Yeah. I watched that thing into the ground this week. Man, they're gonna make you forget all about the pile of bullshit that Marvel's been putting over the last couple of years, man, because that movie is gonna kill it. I'm so excited.
Deadpool is gonna be what he says. He's gonna be Marvel Jesus.
Marvel Jesus, yeah. I'm stoked about that. My daughter is a massive Wolverine fan, and she loves Hugh Jackman. So when he was, she found out he was coming back, she was super excited. So yeah, she's already like wants to be I'm buying a Wolverine leather jacket toward the midnight. We're all set. We're doing the whole thing for this one. So we haven't done that in a long time with these Marvel movies. So
I'll definitely be doing this. The first time since Insanity, maybe, that I want to do Midnight.
yeah, it's I'm pretty stoked. I mean, I'm like, as far as I'm more of a DC guy, but on the Marvel side of things, the X-Men to me are the greatest thing since sliced bread. So the fact that I'm basically getting like a proper X-Men movie finally, I am so excited. I mean, just all the characters that were like in like all the Easter eggs in the trailer, like it was this thing is going to be insane. I'm going to need to watch it 3 or 4 times probably.
I watched the trailer 5 times, and I shout out to Screen Crush for their Easter egg videos, especially when you're visually impaired.
Oh yeah.
If there's anyone from the Kevin Smith groups will be watching this on the Rewind. Yes, Blind Adam is not an internet name. I really am visually impaired, blind.
I thought it was just to pick up chicks, man.
You know what?
No, that's questionable because I see him at Exotica and it's super questionable. I'm telling you.
The motherfucker's like Daredevil, man. He can like see shadows and shit.
It's not that far from the truth, actually, but
yeah.
I still have a little bit of usable vision left, but not by
That's
much.
awesome. No,
but even Jason Mewes is like, telling other fans like, no, don't believe him. He's not really blind. As I chip over a star display in the stash.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, the Screen Rant stuff is cool, man. I mean, it's I wish you could see it all because like it's just little stuff like signs making fun of Rob Liefeld and like Azazel's in it, and
all my buddies are just like, did you see the Deadpool trailer? Yes, did you see the Liefeld Easter egg?
It was awesome. Yeah.
Can people leave Liefeld alone?
I mean,
he can't draw big. So for 30 years, that's all I've heard is that Rob Liefeld cannot draw feet.
He doesn't draw feet, and he draws a lot of pouches. Even like his he did there's a new Thundercats book he did a cover for, and I don't think there's feet on the cover.
Probably not. It's probably got a bunch of pouches. And
yeah,
Shitara probably has a nice pair of knockers.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't care because Rob Liefeld was one of those guys that founded Image when I was younger, and really brought comic books to a new level for me. And he created one of my favorite characters in Cable with Fabian Nunzo, and so Rob Liefeld's A-okay in my book, man. That guy he's a good dude to me. He did a lot. He did a lot for me from a pop culture standpoint.
That in the last 10 Amazon stop. Like I said, just for segment purposes.
Yeah.
Are you good on time? Can you chill for a little bit longer?
I'm good now. I've started working till like 11 tonight, so whatever you want to do.
There's a 9. There's ending like a little closer to 9 work for you.
Yeah, no, whatever you want to do, brother.
Cool.
I'm having fun.
I just want to be respectful because
I appreciate you.
Yeah. How crazy is it that we have Cable and Deadpool in live action in the last 10 years?
Yeah, no, it's as an X-Men fan, the fact that you've gotten 3 Deadpool movies and Cable in live action before you've gotten like a proper Gambit is kind of weird to me. That one's kind of crazy.
Do you think we're gonna get the what's this? What Magic Mike?
Oh yeah, no, there's a big rumor that you're gonna get at least a flash of Channing Tatum as Gambit finally, because it's not gonna happen in MCU proper, but I think so. I don't know. Like there was a comic book series called X-Men Kills the Marvel Universe about maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. I think they're basically kind of doing Deadpool kills the Fox universe pretty much. So this is going to be how they end all that and then bring the X-Men into MCU proper. So I think everything's on the table.
First kill is the 2015 Fantastic Four movie.
I don't know if they're going to touch them because they got to make you. I don't think they want to even remind you that those existed as they pump out their new one, which I don't think is going to be very good either. But no, I know just from the trailer. I mean, you see. Obviously, the bad guy seems to be Cassandra Nova, who's Charles Xavier's half-sister, or I think half-sister or sister. Azazel from First Class is in there.
Yep.
I think Blinks is in there. Like all these like third-tier characters. So you're going to have, everyone's going to die. but like probably in a funny way, you know. I mean, they might bring
I
back like,
also
you know,
did hear, I don't know. Did you hear this? That there's rumors that Ben Affleck was going to cameo as Daredevil and Jennifer Gardner as Elektra.
yeah, I think Jennifer Gardner is actually confirmed by her that she's in it.
Okay.
I think she's confirmed. I don't know about Affleck. I know he is not a fan of the Daredevil movie that he did, but I would love it. I mean, obviously, any Affleck is good Affleck to me, so
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Another one of my favorite Kevin memories was when he had the secret stash out on the West Coast, back in the early 2000s. In the West Coast store, you had the Daredevil costume.
Oh, really? No
Yeah,
way.
it was like one of the first things in the display case in there when they had the Hollywood location.
I always loved Daredevil's suit. It's just so clean and simple. And I mean, I didn't mind the Ben Affleck version of it. It was good enough for the time. I'd kill to get it. Oh, that'd be so cool to see. Love Daredevil.
Same here. Why do you think Jay and Silent reboot gets so shit upon on the internet?
I mean, I think that the thing with that is I think everyone wants to believe that, you know, let me start over. I think so. Kevin, you know, obviously for a big chunk of his life had this like, he was like a stoner character, right?
Yep.
Like a marijuana, like, you know, mascot.
Yes.
But he wasn't always that. People just assume that like the Jay and Silent Bob characters were like these like crazy stoners. And I think, you know, by the time you get to reboot, everyone's older and, you know, he's, you know, in his 50s and his kids grown up and people just get different outlooks on things and people change and their thought process changes. And he tried to balance doing justice to all his previous work and then also come up with a new idea. And he was also, I think he was trying to push Jay forward a little bit, the character and Muse, push him forward performance wise and give him, you know, like an arc to focus on. And it's just, that's, you know, when you get older, you start thinking about stuff like that, about parenthood and things like all of that nature. So I think just people were probably a little upset that it wasn't this like goofy slapstick stoner bullshit movie. But I mean, it definitely has its moments. I mean, it's got basically your Chasing Amy sequel in it, which was amazing. Yeah. I remember when I was down there is when everyone found out Affleck was coming. So that was, I mean, you got that. I mean, you got Chris Hemsworth in the Kevin Smith movie. You never thought that was going to happen.
You got Thor and Supergirl.
And you, I mean, yeah.
And a Kevin Smith movie, which is amazing.
And you got a Batman and a Blunt Man costume. So, I mean, just for that, it's like.
I do love the way, and shout out to Val Kilmer, who I haven't checked in a while to see how his health is doing.
Yeah.
But they found a way to have Val in there without having to have Val speak.
Yeah, no. And they actually had that Blunt Man costume he wore on the boat. It was pretty cool. All just 3D printed. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough because when you watch the old stuff, you know, for the most of us, like your Mallrats and your Clerks and even your Clerks 2, it was anywhere between 15 and 25 years ago. You were a younger person yourself, so you know, you gotta like just grow with the movies a little bit. And I mean, you can be like, there wasn't enough dick jokes in that movie. It sucks. That's cool. You know, no problem. I appreciate a good F-bomb and a dick joke myself, but the point of the movie was to kind of, you know, move the needle forward a little bit, you know, kick the can down the road. And I think they did a pretty good job. Also, I mean, it has I think very easily the best performance by a screen extra in any View Askew movie, and that's me. So I'm a little partial.
What did you do in Reboot?
I'm in there a bunch of times. So the scene when they're getting chased by Diedrich Bader in the hallway, Diedrich Bader crashes into me. I'm in there a couple times.
Nice.
And I am right in front of the I get the last VIP badge before Harley gets into the fight with Dan Fogler and bounces his head off the counter because there's no more VIP badges for the Blunt Man and Chronic movie. So
yeah, and I can't believe that there's actually going to be a Chronic Con in October.
There is. Yeah, I unfortunately before they even announced that, we had planned a family vacation, so I can't make that one. But looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Actually skip New York Comic Con this year and just do that and then get ready for Exotica.
I mean, it wouldn't be. New York Comic Con is too much for me. I don't get time to deal with that stuff, man. It's too busy.
Last year it killed me,
Yeah.
and waiting in line, waiting in a couple lines just actually killed me.
Yeah.
I waited in line for the Animaniacs cast for 2 hours,
Ugh.
and then because they saw how long the line was going to be, they changed their mind about doing an in-person interview for like 2 questions.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so
That
you could have told me. You could have just told me like beforehand, like an hour and a half ago, and I could have done other things instead of making me wait like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, media stuff at cons is tough, man. We do media stuff up in the New England area. We do a lot of I host a lot of panels and stuff for the conventions. It's just the schedules are insane, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like something you always get what you want to do and stuff. It's very frustrating, especially from like a media perspective. You get promised stuff, it doesn't happen, but
yeah, I'm
it's a
actually
bummer.
on the fence about going to Fan Expo Philly next weekend because Jason Lee actually canceled.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I just saw that he was on the cancel. I may still go there because I can't interview her.
Yep.
But I can at least meet her and get a couple things signed. Rosario Dawson's going to be there.
Yeah, she's gonna be at Fan Expo Boston too. So
when is Fan Expo Boston this year?
I think it's like Father's Day weekend. They the giant convention center in Boston that's on the water that they usually have Fan Expo at is actually doing a massive construction update this summer.
They're doing more construction to that place?
Oh yeah, it's Boston. We're always doing construction. That's how we, grease the wheels.
I know. It's like a low scale New York and a low
pretty much.
Vegas sometimes.
Yeah, so they had to flip with another convention that we have out here called Wicked Con and take their spot, which is unfortunate because I love Wicked Con. It's a real good comic book fan shopping event. So Fan Expo is way early this year. It's going to kind of mess me up schedule wise, but I'm going to try to make do.
I was at Expo last year because I actually wound up missing it.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was hard because of the whole strike thing. Like Rosario had to back out because I don't think Disney would let her sign Star Wars stuff and all that. But I hit a couple, I basically went for artists and stuff last year. I did a lot of comic book stuff at the conventions last year because the actors were kind of under lock and key so bad.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I backed out. And I was helping my dad redo our shed, and I pulled my back. The Friday of, and so I called up my contact at press, and I was like, overplayed the handicap card a bit, and she's like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, it's funny. Like people are like, you pulled your back, you couldn't go to a comic convention. Man, you need to be like in peak physical shape for those things. Especially if you have an agenda and you're trying to get stuff done. It's a brutal weekend, man. It's a brutal weekend. The back tightens up. You're on concrete all weekend. Feet hurt, knees, hips, back. You end up usually probably getting like the sniffles after. Con crudge a real thing. It's definitely no place if you're not 100%. So you did the right thing, I think, taking the weekend off.
Yeah, I was just like, and I was 2 weeks removed from like Amazing Las Vegas Comic Con at that point too.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite events in the country. Just because it's kind of like a Fan Expo, but it's about 70% comic book stuff and then 30% Hollywood.
Yeah.
But they usually get an amazing voiceover lineup every year.
Okay.
So I spent like a half an hour last year just bullshitting with Tara Strong.
I love her. She's the best. One of the goats all times of voice acting. I adore her.
Yeah, we were talking about a cartoon groovy movie. And she's like, I've never actually seen that movie.
Yeah, I was talking. I had Danny Trejo came out here and I had him sign. He voices Ram Man in Kevin's Master of the Universe show. So I brought him the Ram Man figure like the week it came out. He had never seen one. He's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "It's Ram Man." He's like, "Was that me?" Like, yeah. Like, "Oh yeah, I did the thing." Like, Heath, you remember you did it.
Yeah. We keep on getting all these beautiful screenings at Smodcast of cinemas.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
You think we'll ever get something with a Ben Affleck Q&A anytime in the next couple of years?
Man, I don't know.
It seems like they've gotten everybody else.
Yeah.
Just like
He's just he's such a different animal. I mean, I would love it. You'd have to get him like just catch him like on a real good mood when he's like already in New York for something. And something like maybe like if JLo's on tour and she's, he's not busy, maybe. Um Man, that would be the dream, obviously, is to get Affleck. And hopefully watch, Snyder Cut or something like that. Like it'd be like Amy and Snyder Cut double feature.
I just need to like one of these days watch the Snyder Cut in its entirety.
I like it a lot, man. It's gets a lot of grief, but I mean, it's just those are my characters. I love the Justice League, so it was good, and he's an excellent Batman. But I don't know, maybe one day. Never say never. I think we're gonna get Rosario first. I'm hoping that one happens still, just because she is in the New York area quite a bit, from what I understand. So
she's local to New York.
Yeah, so hopefully we get Rosario and then Affleck. That's the fingers crossed.
Yes, hopefully. Because I love Smod Castle Cinemas. It is a great place. One of these days, maybe they'll take two. I still need to pitch them an idea for a future screening and Q&A. Because I want to do White Chicks and then bring in Maitland Ward for a Q&A.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. Freaking White Chicks.
Awesome. She was a White Chicks. And
yeah, I'll go down for that.
Like, what mainstream movie has she been in that I can actually not have to bullshit?
Yeah. Hey, let me know. I'll make the drive. You get that. You get that going. I'll make the drive for it.
Yeah. Like I said, I just need to pitch it. It's like now Ashley and Ernie and Mike down, and like this is what I'd like to do. What would it cost to do it? Oh yeah, because I produced like 2 episodes of the podcast at the Stash.
Okay.
And I was thinking of renting one of the theaters in the Smod Castle, do a live episode with a Q&A.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm just trying to think of the guests and budget and all that type of stuff, because I've never done that before.
Not 100%. That'd be cool.
What did you think of The Flash?
The movie?
Yeah.
I think that number one, I was just happy to have it. Before I get in any bitching and moaning, I was happy that I got at least the remnants of a Flashpoint movie. I adore the Flashpoint storyline. I wish it was closer to that. And I don't like Ezra Miller at all, not one bit. But it was worth the $15 to see Michael Keaton again. And it was worth the other 3 or 4 times I've watched it just for Michael Keaton. So in that regard,
it was awesome on it.
Oh my God. It was, the pants moved. It was amazing. It was like, I'm super big on, I'm one of those like nostalgia suckers. Every time they bring back one of my toys, they get me.
Only highlight for me was Keaton.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I was when Man of Steel came out, I was kind of stoked Michael Shannon got cast as Zod. He was just coming off an amazing run on Boardwalk Empire. So he's a great actor. So the fact that he was back as Zod was kind of cool. But yeah, just having Keaton back was everything in that movie. It was worth everything for that.
I also know a lot of people shit on it, but I actually really enjoyed the George Clooney cameo at the end.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it was supposed to be Bale, from what I understand, and he just said no. My daughter was stoked. She's 22. She grew up on all the old Batman stuff. She loves Batman and Robin, so she got a kick out of it.
You say, all right, only because I saw Batman and Robin 7 times in the theater. It is one of my all-time favorite guilty pleasure movies of all time.
Yeah, no. I remember when it came out. I remember I had the T-shirt and the hat, and because the logo had the Nightwing symbol on it. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna make him Nightwing, and I love Dick Grayson. He's a top 3 comic book character for me, so I was stoked about that. They didn't do it, but whatever. But yeah, no, I mean, it's I guess closer to Adam West stuff than any other Batman movies.
Yeah,
so
maybe that's the reason why I love it so much, because
it's very
so
campy.
Bad, and it's so campy.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It breaks like every rule of good filmmaking, but it's still Batman. So, but yeah.
My favorite line of the whole movie is, "What killed the dinosaurs?
The ice age." Yeah.
I just Arnold Schwarzenegger do these cheesy fucking puns.
Was it my name is Freeze. Learn it well. For the chilling sound of your doom. That's a good one too. Oh man, that was crazy. Yeah, the movie came out, had horrible action figures, a McDonald's tie, and everything you needed. But yeah, no, the Clooney stuff was cool. It was fine. It could have been better. Of course it could have, but also like, they were, unfortunately they got saddled with a lead actor who got in all kinds of legal trouble. And I think Warner Brothers got sold like 3 times during production. So it was like, it was a mess. So they did the best they could.
Yeah, and my only real complaint was I kind of wish like some of those cameos at the end were stock footage versus the CG that we got.
Yeah, the way I looked at you mean like the stuff like when he's inside the time warp,
Yeah,
basically?
yeah. You see like the Nick Cage and the Christopher.
Oh,
Reeve.
that stuff. Yeah, no, the Nick Cage one does look over CGI'd. Like the George Reeves stuff and the Adam West stuff and all that, I didn't mind because obviously you can't grab them and motion cap them. But I was just happy for Christopher Reeve. That's my first memory as a superhero fan is Christopher Reeves as Superman. So just getting that was amazing.
Yeah, I remember almost breaking my arm pretending I was Superman at the age of 9 because of watching Superman 2.
Oh God, so good. So good. But that was good. I mean, I liked also like people shit on Blue Beetle. I thought Blue Beetle was excellent.
I still haven't seen it yet. I did. It's mostly because of time.
Yeah. No, we went to the theater again. My kid, she grew up on the Young Justice cartoon, and obviously when she started reading books, The Crisis came out that introduced Jaime Reyes, and it's very true to the character. I think it's a great movie.
Yes. Speaking of comics, if you had to pick one of the new Kevin Smith Dark Horse books to read, which one would it be?
Quick Stops.
Nice. I'm loving the new mini.
Yeah, I do like Quick Stops. Masquerade's good too. It's fine, but Quick Stops is it's existing characters and it's what they're doing, where they've been, where they're going, kind of stuff. So, again, it speaks to that. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. So,
yeah. And my last question of the night: if you could put any piece of artwork from Chasing Amy and or Mallrats, what would it be?
Oh, like the originals?
Yeah, I mean, I found the two websites that shows all the artwork.
Yep.
And for me, for Amy, it would probably be White-Headed Coon.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Because I'm a huge fan of Casada, and
I do love Casada too.
Buy it, but someone beat me to it.
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say if it was an original from Amy, it would probably be that last page, the "Wherever You Are, Alyssa, I'm Sorry" page from the end of Amy.
Oh, okay.
From the back of the Chasing Amy book. Like I have obviously the print that they sell at the stash. That would be the one from Amy.
I have a stack of them somewhere.
Yeah, and from Mallrats, it would probably be. It'd probably be the Buttman one because it's Affleck.
And to me, it's a tie between Buttman and the brandy of the universe.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna go with the Gwen 13 cover just because I was a big Gen 13 fan back in the day, and the Joey is Fairchild on the cover.
Excuse me, John. Can you go to the Mallrats Toast and pull up the Gwen 13? I did not realize that was Joey.
Pulling it up now.
Yep. Like I said, professionalism on this show. That's my.
You should see the shit we do, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's
one of these days I want to take that class that Mike and Ming offer over at a shared universe.
That's who taught us. Yeah. Yeah. So it's Joey Lord Adams' Fairchild from the Image book, and that was a big book for me back in the day. That's how I was introduced to J. Scott Campbell back when I was younger. So yeah, I'll go with that one.
Very, very underrated.
Mm-hmm.
And
all-time Image book.
Just needs more love. Fortunately, it's a property that Warner Brothers and DC will never do anything with. But
no, I mean actually they just did they did some Gen 13. They brought the Wildcats back because obviously Jim Lee runs DC now. And they had some Fairchild covers for the Wildcat. I think they put it in the Wildcats. Just Fairchild, but not the whole team.
Check that out because I'm trying to get a friend of mine to cosplay as Fairchild.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. You know, when you were 13, 14, man, that was not a bad book to buy. It was like, oh, look, boobs.
I'm still buying them now.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, those would be my originals. But the biggest one would probably be the end page, like, you know, like the original, like 12 by 18, like page setup sheet from the back of the Chasing Amy book would probably be it. That's just, you know, to me, that one scene, you know, the emotion, and that, like we talked about Amy like an hour ago, or whatever, but like it's just the emotional flip in that movie is all time, I think, and that page kind of sums it up beautifully at the end.
And actually, the ending scene at the comic book convention is probably the most always brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah, no, it's sad because you have this guy who realized, oh man, I fucked up so bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you curse on your show? I apologize. I didn't even ask.
Yeah, I am no holds barred. Take no
Okay,
prisoners.
just checking. I apologize if there's any kids watching. I'm from Boston. That's just how we talk. It's like, but
yeah, everyone talks like Ted.
Yeah, we all talk exactly. We all talk like Ted. Ted is every guy who works at every gas station in Massachusetts. But this guy, he thought he finally figured out life and figured out what he wanted and what he needed, and he just fucked it up so bad, which is again why in Reboot that would have, like, you know, 4-minute scene with Affleck and everything was so great.
Oh yeah, it's so emotional. You know, this is what I like between rewatching Reboot and Clerks 3,
mm-hmm.
which are now I consider the grown up, putting an ending on an ending to the VSQ universe in many ways.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I actually Reboot does not have the gut punch that Clerks 3 has.
Yeah. No, yeah, Reboot still has, you know, all like your you know, your dick and fart jokes, but yeah, Clerks 3 was, man, and like I tell you, like
Clerks 3, you know, at the ending, and I was like, I can't believe they killed Dante.
Yeah, I like it. So I mean, I've seen the script for the original Clerks 3, and it's so much sadder than what we got in the movie.
Oh, that guy, actually, were you at that original reading?
Yeah, I was at the original screening, man, and the original ending, just like, I mean, like Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel. I was crying like a baby. It was insane.
I mean, he's read it at events, and it's just like the entire original plot is like, holy shit, you wrote that?
Yeah, it was insane. So, I think the original ending for Clerks 3 was actually sadder than Dante's funeral. Just because in the movie you had the levity of Trevor's performance.
Yeah.
And like with like speaking the Italian and shit with like the fucking cane. Dude, like Trevor owned that movie. He killed it in Clerks 3.
I love Trevor's character.
He's a good dude too. But the Elias stuff in that movie is.
It's like I you know, because of timing and just because you know, just how taxing bigger conventions have gotten me lately due to some health reasons.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, Jeff was awesome. You know, Brian, I see you all the time, so it was just a quick hello and goodbye. His line was long.
Yeah.
And Trevor, I was just like, you know what? I just, due to timing, did not get it. But I might just actually reach out to him via Facebook.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe once you have some time to think about it, maybe in 2026 we can get you on that boat. Cause I'm sure Trevor will probably be there. So,
you know what? I'm sure if I just done myself like a fuck ton of like marijuana laced gummies,
Dramamine,
and had like a Jason Mewes supply of Red Bull. You know, for the entire cruise, I may be able to just forget that I'm around water.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm definitely afraid of boats, and I managed to power through, and I'm ready to go again. So maybe we'll get you on there.
I had a good time. Like I said, I'm hoping to possibly. Right now I'm trying to decide between VogurCon and ChroniCon.
Yeah.
I might just do VogurCon because it's closer to my house.
Yes, it's definitely an easier get. Definitely.
Because I live in Jersey, so it's only
Yeah.
two. The movie theater is only like 3 hours away from my house.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Uh,
Chicago's a tough pull sometimes. So
Yeah. But what days does the fan cast air?
for Vulgarthon.
What does your podcast actually air?
Oh, it's whenever we have time to do it, but we are gonna do a live show on Free Comic Book Day, which is May 4th at a store out this way called the Hall of Comics
Ooh,
in West Massachusetts. So we'll be going live from the Hall of Comics and doing a full hour block just on comics, and we wrap our shows up with a thing called a new segment we have called Mount Fanmore, which we pick like our Mount Rushmore of a certain category, and that will be a comic book related thing also. So it'll be a good time. A lot of comic talk, a lot of comic art talk, all kinds of good stuff.
That is awesome. I want to thank you for being a guest tonight.
Anytime, Madam Brother. Thank you so much. It was a blast.
I want to thank you for all the friendship and support over the last couple years.
Oh no, you're welcome, man. No problem.
Those two groups have been like therapy for me sometimes. No, my favorite thing is I put up that one of those pictures of Katie.
Yeah.
The one with her in the apron from.
The Bean and Gone apron.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
Which I got signed for Chris.
Oh, that's awesome.
And one day I was saying, one day I'm going to work with Katie. The amount of player hate I got on that phrase.
Could be anything. People just, people always assume the worst. So
and then I just repost. I thank you guys for letting me repost the trailer in my poster there with the Zack and Miri trailer.
Of course.
Art imitates life sometimes too, assholes.
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, anytime, man. You're welcome. Anytime you want to do this again, you let me know. I'm down. This was a lot of fun. And next time we're in Jersey, man, beers or pizza slices, whatever you want's on me.
All right, you know what? Same back. Are you going to Rhode Island Comic Con this year?
Yeah, I'll be at Rhode Island Comic Con. I'll be hosting panels there. I'm hoping to get the Ghostbuster panel, but
hey,
I'll be around.
Actually,
if you're at Rhode Island,
yeah.
Just do me a favor. I'm a huge TMNT fan, so if there's any way you can get when is Rhode Island?
November.
Oh wow, all the way in November. I don't know if Paige Turco is gonna be there, but if you could get something for me from her, that'd be awesome.
If she's there, you just remind me. If she's there, you got my Facebook thing now. If she ends up being there, just drop me a line and remind me.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, like I said, man, I may actually, because I'm actually, going up to Rhode Island for my first time in years.
Oh, nice.
Sometime during the summer. I'm trying to find some Johnson & Wales student to, show me around the old campus.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm a Johnson & Wales alum.
Oh, awesome.
Or as I like to call Providence, Rhode Island, Boston South.
Boston South, it's freaking nicer than Boston is, that's for sure. Providence Island's
it's only a half an hour Greyhound up to Boston.
It's a banger city, man. There's a lot of stuff to do in Providence, man. A lot of good stuff down there. So
I just want to relive some memories. See if the Foxy, eggs and legs at the Foxy Lady.
Eggs and legs at the Foxy Lady. Oh man, I'm 18 again.
That was for 3 years in college. That was my jam. Every Friday.
I remember during COVID, you drove by the Foxy Lady and they had tents out with folding chairs 6 feet apart doing lap dances with masks on.
I had a friend of mine tell me about that. I was like, yeah, things haven't changed, but you have a great night and thank you for everything, my brother.
You do, brother. It'd be nice to meet you, man. And just hit me up. Let me know anytime.
All right, cool.
All right, bye, guys. See ya.
All right.
Sweet. Can you hit the Kill Rivals Here trailer?
Yeah. Oops.
We hit the sides.
Let me full screen it and we're running.
Excellent.
what happened? All right, my bad.
No problem.
VPN issue.
Yep.
Blind the eyes that cannot see, make deaf the ears that cannot hear, close the mouth that cannot tell, and send the monster back to hell.
Back then, his name was Roy Huggins. When he was your age, he already had a taste for blood.
Holy shit.
What's happening? Nothing will stop Kilroy if he wants to get you.
Oh,
God!
You almost gave me a heart attack. I'm a middle-aged man who eats like shit and huffs floor cleaner all day.
This is Alicio and Ernesto.
Hola, amigos. Me llamo Father Pat. Come on out.
The online donations have put us over the top.
It's going to take a lot more money for that heart transplant.
Keep killing boogeyman, that is just some superstitious bullshit.
I'll make my special sweet tea.
You gonna come smoke?
Yes! You see that? The gator chaser did it again! No! Ow! Get the shit!
Kathy, I'm coming to Kilroy.
Better get the mob.
Crazy.
You know what? I'm going to talk to a buddy of mine and definitely do a watch party. Because the only way to get this movie is do an NFT. And I don't even know if the NFT is available anymore. But, it had a great cast and a great premise. And I would love to make a custom action figure as Jericho as the gator chaser.
Yeah.
Because this was actually, like I said, I love Jericho, so Jericho's in my top 5 goats of pro wrestling.
Yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Oh, even back in the 90s, I loved him since his Japan days, to be honest.
True.
I followed him his entire career, so it's kind of like my favorite era of Jericho has got to be that era of him versus Stephanie. What he said to Stephanie on the mic is just vintage stuck in Jericho.
Oh yeah.
There's one segment, and because I don't want to get flagged at the moment, I'm not gonna. But people just, I thought you use Google Stephanie McMahon, Chris Jericho, Planet of the Apes. It was done back in 2001. He brings out people in Planet of the Apes costumes, and it's fucking hysterical. It's either that or there was a promo with Jericho and The Rock with Stephanie and Rhino. And it's pretty intimate because The Rock dropped motherfucker on live TV. And that was just that's why it was a great time to be a fan.
I mean, it is now, but I get you.
Yeah.
Awesome time to be a fan now.
Oh, that too, and that's what I'm loving it. I don't know how far back you go as a wrestling fan, but this current era reminds me of the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, Attitude Era vibes.
Yeah. You know, where the era that we're coming out of felt more like the mid '80s, where it was more cartoon gimmicky.
Yep.
You know, but just a programming note, we will be back tomorrow night with our special guest, Miss Whitney Morgan, the queen of the feet models. But Whitney's been a good close, which I'm looking forward to. There will be no show on Friday due to C2E2. May do an Instagram live or two to review some stuff I got and test that out. And, I got some plans in the works. I just don't have all the I's dotted and T's crossed yet. But JV, where can they find you on the internet?
If y'all want to follow me at I am JV Wheels. That's everywhere. I am JV Wheels, correctly spelled. Yeah.
Well, you hang out with a guy who can't spell for shit, so I'm sure it rubs off every now and then.
Sometimes I can't spell for shit, so.
Anyone who follows me over at Twitter, at the Comic Pimp, and at the Real Blind Adam, and eBay /Blind Adam, MiniVid /Blind Adam, which I need to put something on there eventually. Comic Book VIP and whatnot. Notice I can't spell for shit, and I thank you for putting up with that. I also want to thank everyone for all the wonderful feedback on the Evan Stone interview from last week. That was a dream come true. I just also want to thank everyone for the last 9 years and 800 plus podcasts for helping me turn this dream into reality, and for helping me even during some of the tough times that I've had, keeping it going, and for all the love, friendship, and support that I made for the last 9 years and 800 plus podcasts. We're going to keep going. We're going to win an AVN. And we're going to take that AVN. I'm going to bring it to the Commission of the Blind corporate offices, throw it on the desk, and say, "Who's laughing now, bitches?" So I say, go chase your dream. You just might catch it. You don't need to have a vision. If anyone has not said that they love you today, I love you. If you're struggling, please reach out. There's always someone there to listen. Keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the goal, two out the handle to hold the cold. Yeah. Let's all get paid later, man. Let's follow the old brick road. Thank you. Fuck you. Goodbye. Blind Adam out.